Hey everyone, welcome back to another review. I'm doing another review. And they're going to review Fantastic Four. Let me bring up 2025. Like I said, this is just a different format I've been using for my reviews lately. I just don't have the time or the energy to just do like my editing I used to, so I'm just going to run with this concept. If it's cool, anybody let me know. That'd be great. So I seen this movie last night. And here's my review to the movie. It served its purpose well. I think it showed the characters, the new version of the characters. It brung them nicely into the MCU. It tied it up well. The story was very simple. That's one thing I really, really, really want to etch about the movie. The story is very simple. It's a very simple plot. It's just a Galactus is coming. We need to leave. It's no hard details. There's no specific characters. There's no hidden motto. It's simple, and I really liked it because a lot of these superhero or Marvel movies lately have been a little intricate in how they try to tell a plot, and we don't really need all of that. We just wanted to just have a good time. And that's where that will end for me. I did not like this movie as I think most people did. Most people are saying it's the best movie of the year. They're comparing it the best Marvel movie of the year over Brave New World and Thunderbolts. And uh, I did not like it. It was more of a snooze fest. There aren't any. It's way too much talking. I think the runtime was about 2 hours, and I went into this theater. It was about halfway packed. I seen it with there was a bunch of kids in the theaters and adults, and I even think even some of the children. I'm not even kidding. Were falling asleep because there's way too. It's not about action. There's way too much in between something happening, and I'm not even. I'm gonna take the action aspect out of it. This movie, I promise you, over half of the runtime is just people sitting there talking science, science. I'm trying to say scientific specific things, and it's not even fun. It's not like Iron Man. Well, I'm trying to build a suit, and then the suit powers up and he fails. No, they're literally like writing on chalkboard, doing equations. How can we do the? It's a blueprints. Like that's literally like 70% of the movie. Like it's very just standing in one room, stand in one place. How could we solve this equation? I'm just That's pretty much the most of the movie, and I just didn't. I don't want to see that in any type of movie that's not like an Oppenheimer, where that's the focal point. Let me just get here into specific details. Um, Sue Storm was probably the best part of the Fantastic Four. I really liked her character. I liked that they didn't girl boss a character, which they do a lot in Marvel and superhero movies these days. She didn't walk in the room and everybody had to bow down and look at her. No, she played a great and it wasn't even a submissive thing. She did a great role in the movie. She played her part well. Um, I'm excited to see more of her character. I have zero complaints. Pedro Pascal did good. He kind of really didn't need to be there specifically because not gonna say he didn't be there, but like his how can I say this? Him in the movie was just fine, but I don't remember any scenes. And this I'm just seeing it. Like there wasn't any standout scenes for him. You know what I'm saying? So anybody really what I'm saying is you could have casted anybody in his role and they would have done the same thing and it wouldn't have changed the movie. Like there was no reason to cast Pedro in this role is what I'm trying to say. Moving forward, Joseph Quinn, Johnny Storm was a pretty good Johnny Storm. I really liked it. Um I like that they showed the smarter side of him. I didn't even know that Johnny Storm was smart. And I'm not a comic book fan, but I'm just coming off of Fantastic Four early 2000s with Chris Evans, hot rod type of guy, womanizer, oh, she's hot. That's he didn't even kind of he they toned him back on that because the MCU is much different and movies in general and political and everything like that is much different. So they toned that back on him. He does have a little bit of that aspect because he was just fawning over Silver Surfer the whole movie. But I did like that they showed him be smart. I really like that he just didn't hold back on anything. He really was a hothead. He was ready to go at any moment's notice. He was ready to sacrifice himself on multiple occasions. So I really liked his character. He probably surprised me the most out of all of the characters, out of all the Fantastic Four. So great job on him. Uh Moving forward, the Thing, I do like his comic accurate design. I will say he's the worst of the Fantastic Four, and don't shoot me down in the comics because he didn't have any. I mean, his character is almost the same as this. There weren't any really scenes that he had any shining moments. You know, he's most of his scenes, especially his solo scenes, he's just walking around the city looking up at the sky. You know, he has this one punch on Galactus, it's clobbering time, but you know that's pretty much it. There was also a part of the movie where they showed him like growing a beard and let it grow out. I don't really like I don't really know what it had to do with the movie. I didn't really like it. It was just very distracting because by the end of the movie, his chin is like three times longer for no goddamn reason, and it was just very distracting. That's not really the character I want to see. But other than that, I mean, I he was okay. I can honestly say I prefer the older 2005 Thing. I do not. He had a better voice. It wasn't rocky. Um, you know, I don't, and I like the older Thing. He was the one of the four characters that I really missed the older version of compared to the other three who were just fine. Him, they could have given us the older Thing and it would have been better. And then we're gonna go here to the other main character, Surfer, her, Shalabal. She was great. One thing I really liked about her was her voice. I liked every time she spoke, it was it's almost like an echo. It's like wherever she was at, for some reason, everything around her just like echoed in like a fourth dimension type of thing. They had one scene where she was chasing them, and it comes in pretty early on in the movie, and it is absolutely the best scene in the movie. And that's my issue with this movie. She had one scene where she's chasing them in the ship. That is honestly the probably best part of this movie because there wasn't really no fights. There's not really much action. Again, there's not. It's just a chase and they get away. That's pretty much the movie. That scene where she's chasing him was the best part. It had really good animation. She did good well in all in this movie. But I will say, I'm glad this came up as images in the movie. Yeah, she did not look. God, I'm trying to bring it up. Mm, Either way, regardless, the older Silver Surfer, I will say, did look better. He had better lines, and that was it. She was fine, but it wasn't really. I preferred the older Silver Surfer, and it's going to be a sad thing about that because the comparisons is what most people are going to do it on. Galactus was a very interesting part of this movie. I will say clearly he's the best looking Galactus. We haven't really seen another Galactus. The other one was just a shadow. The actor who played him was great. His lines were great, but I will say he was heavily nerfed in power. You can't have him traveling dimensions and then Sue Storm can just stop him herself. I mean, I didn't really like that. I don't know how I'm not going comic accurate. I'm just going off of movies. I'm not getting that deep. He looked absolutely amazing. He was almost like a Megatron giant hulking figure. I liked his design. I like how his eyes kept lighting up. But he was it just seemed he was very weak in this movie. He just seemed very just not like much of a threat. Honestly, the Silver Surfer gave them more of an issues than he did. He looked good, but honestly, that's where he ends. He looks amazing. He spoke great how the character was, his motives and everything in that nature, but he just oh sorry, hold on. 1 second. And beyond that, yeah, that was it for him. He didn't really do anything good. He got thrown out of the movie really fast. And pretty much overall, that's what I have to say about the movie. I give it a 6. I didn't like it. Like I said, most people, if you want to watch it, I would say watch it just to keep up with the MCU. That's the reason why I watched it. Maybe because I'm not a Fantastic Four fan. But yeah, I'll go a little bit deeper in another video because these movies lately have not been doing it. All right. And that'll be it for today, guys.